You see, your question is there are certain mantras, when we think about the meaning of that mantra, then it triggers the prana. The answer is yes, but merely thinking is simplifying it. So first understand this prana flows in the entire body in 72,864 pathways. Now, take an example of a flute. You blow the air, but you hear the different sound. Isn't it a fact? Yes. Similarly, when the prana flows in a particular way, in these pathways, it creates a sound. That sound is known as mantra. Our masters worked on this prana and they realized a particular flow creates a particular sound. So that sound is a mantra. Now, we did not devote our entire lifetime to discover the pranic pathways and the workings of the prana flow that creates the sound. We need not to. Why? Our masters have already discovered and shown that when we recite or chant or sing a mantra in a particular manner with all the outer conditions fulfilled, it triggers the prana. Masters have realized the flow, particular flow of the prana is a mantra. In order to do the same thing, it will take 50 years or 100 years of our life. So masters have made it easy that here is a mantra. When you recite it in a particular way, then what will happen? It will trigger the prana, and the prana will impact positively body and the mind and the brain. Our brain pathways will change. When the brain pathways will change, it will change our attitude and behavior. When it changes our attitude and behavior, it will change our personality, including the physiological, biological, and psychological attitude in our life. Look at there are particular sounds. If you play that sound in the presence of the cows, what happens to the cows? It is proven that the cows start giving more milk. There are other sounds, mantras in our text. So many people, that is also proven, when you play those sounds to papaya tree, the papaya becomes sweet.
That has been proven.
That has been proven. And if that happens, even in those living beings which are not conscious but programmed by the nature. Cow doesn't say you, come on, I like this.
I have heard it, about animals.
Plants never say that, okay, I like this mantra, I will make the papaya sweet. So they are not conscious. Biggest difference. But when the unconscious or living beings who do not choose the sound and they are near that sound produces a positive result. Why not? The
So
human
when,
being is also a living species. We have those mantras
so
that can impact.
it means that animals and plants really have a soul.
Yes, that's a different topic
Yeah,
that we
but
will take up different in another session. But now see that when and it is common experience. You are listening a song. What happens to your mind? You like it. You are absorbed into it. You gain a natural focus, and your mind is relaxed. It is our natural day-to-day experience. We don't need a scientific proof.
no, that's true. Sure. Yeah.
Sure. So now going further, that should we accept a particular mantra can trigger the mind, the when it triggers the mind triggers the prana. Why? The servant of mind is prana. The mind is the master. Where the mind goes, there the prana goes. Where the mind goes with a particular flow of the air in the flute, it creates a different sound. See that?
Yeah.
It is easy to understand. Similarly, when my mind in a perfect mood chant and recite the mantra in a particular way, then that mind triggers the prana. Why? Mind is the master of a prana. What it means, where the mind is going, thinking, contemplating over a mantra, the prana will also flow in the same manner. And that prana will start bringing about a change in the brain and physiology and psychology. You see that you are in anxiety and stress, and you okay in that stress, you open your TV and you start listening a song that you like it. You will see your anxiety and the stress start going out of your system. If that is a common experience, our master says that there are different mantras realized by those masters. If you recite in a particular condition of the mind, of the body, then it can create a positive impact in your life, attitude, behavior, and personality. Now, one more thing you understand. We have 5 different ways of reciting a mantra. When you speak that mantra outwardly, so that the people can hear and listen that mantra clearly. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can listen that mantra, so other people can listen that mantra. So that sound spoken, expressed in a particular way where lot of people can hear it. Verbalization of the mantra, first stage, the lowest stage. It is known as Vaikhari, recitation of the mantra. Every mantra has to be recited when you are comfortable, when you are carefree, when you are casual, when your mind is living within, when the body is totally relaxed. See that. Now, Go about the second stage. You start whispering that mantra so that only a person close to you can only listen. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I'm not you. I have started leaving the body activity of just reciting the mantra. So it is Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. That is the second way of chanting the mantra with its meaning. So that is known as Madhyama. So when the mind is within, you chant the mantra in a particular fashion, that is in the second stage, is known as Madhyama way of chanting the mantra. Then go little deeper. Vaikhari, Madhyama. Third is Pashyanti. You see, the Pashyanti means seeing, perceiving. Now you are not using your lips and the tongue, and you are chanting that mantra with a focus either inside the head or the heart. Pashyanti means seeing. Third stage of the mantra, or the third type, and higher than the other two. What happens? The time comes you are absorbed in meditation and you see that mantra inside your head or the heart. So it means you have reached to the third stage of the mantra. Don't you see that, graphic and images when you are looking at the song? You are a musician, you are a singer, and you see those, diagrams, you are aware of it. Instantly your mind realizes, okay, this is the way I have to sing. See, you really see it.
Yeah.
Third stage of the mantra. So, Vaikhari, Madhyama, Pashyanti, then comes the Para. No, Apara or Apara. So, what happens in the fourth stage? You are doing it mentally. Very deep inside your mind, you are chanting the mantra. That is the fourth stage of the mantra. It's a progress from starting from the lower, Vaikhari, second stage, Madhyama, third stage, Pashyanti, fourth stage, Apara. And the fifth is the Para, beyond. What happens in the fifth stage? That now you sit in meditation. Now you sit with eyes closed, you withdraw the mind inside, you are totally relaxed and calm, the mind is living within, and you simply will about the mantra, and the mantra starts happening in you naturally. You don't make any effort. That stage changes the entire movement of the prana. The way the singer is totally absorbed in singing with the musical instrument, he forgets himself. So when he forgets himself, you transcend the mind in meditation. That is the highest mantra meditation. So in that state of meditation, you realize the mantra with the movement of the prana, the flow of the prana in the body. You know it. They are invisible, but you feel it. How do you feel you have love for your son? Prove it. And you simply say, don't ask me the crazy question. I love my kids, that's all. I know I love my kids. You see that? Prove it scientifically. Let me check your physiology. Let me check your biochemistry. Let me check your psychology. I will not be able to find it. But does that mean that there is no love for your kids, for your children? Yes, you have a love for your children. So it means the science does not have those equipments by which we can by which we can find out the validation. The we cannot validate the impact of these mantras, especially at the final stage, because you are not doing anything. It is happening naturally. In the first stage, obviously. Now understand. There was a doctor surgeon in New York who left to India. He was an Indian guy. His name is Dr. Swami Geetananda. He did lot of research on what? He said, let me check your brain waves, alpha, theta, gamma, before recitation of Om. And then he said, now you chant the word Om. Very first stage. He said, do it for 15 minutes. And he put all the electrodes on the brain at different points. Scientists found out that within 15 minutes, your brain starts emitting alpha waves.
Hmm.
And after half an hour, the scientists have found out alpha spindles. Alpha waves means deep relaxation. Alpha spindles mean that your entire body, mind, and emotions are totally calm and relaxed. That is one way. At a lower level, you are doing only the first stage of the mantra. Think of it when you are reach to the fifth stage of the mantra meditation. What is going to happen? So there are certain proof, but they don't have the ultimate proof. I normally used to ask the scientist that you have done a research in meditation. I appreciate you. You have suggested and claimed certain physiological, biochemical, neurological, neurophysiological, psychological changes. There are more than 50,000 research studies, and they prove these changes by the regular practice of meditation. Recently, when I say recently, around 15 to 20 years, the California Institute or University, there the neuroscientists have done a lot of research studies, and they claim, they prove that your neuroplasticity takes place in the brain. Means those neurotransmitters, neurons, changes their pathways by the regular practice of meditation and mindfulness. Not only that, they also prove that regular practice of meditation brings what the science knows epigenetics and neurogenesis. There is a mutation in the DNA.
Mhm.
Think of it. What we are talking about. Prana is subtler than the DNA, my friends. We have to find those sophisticated instruments that can See, observe the prana first. And we don't have that equipment. As I told you, the eyes are very sophisticated equipment to see the color, the shape, and the form in the beautiful world. Ask your eyes to see the sound. Ask your eyes to feel the sensation of touch. Ask your eye to taste a food. Eyes will say, I raise my hand, I cannot do it. I am not meant for it. Same way. Are these equipments meant for understanding and seeing the prana? The answer is no. For the sake of the science, we should follow the wisdom. We should not get carried away that science can prove anything and everything in our life. It is still a progressive science. Now, when I used to ask these scientists who have proved positive changes or not, I asked them one question. Did you do the research on meditation? They claimed yes. Why shouldn't they claim? They can claim. Let them claim. So I asked them a very simple question. How do you prove that a person is in the state of meditation? And if the person is in a state of meditation, then only your findings are true. Do you have any parameter? Do you have any equipment? Do you have any scientific protocol by which you are confirming that 50 subjects whom you did the research studies are or were in the state of meditation? How can we do that? I said, then all your studies, whether positive or negative, about meditation does not stand anywhere. What is the proof that I am a driver? I may have a driving license, I may have a fake driving license, and still I can drive. Still I can drive. I have a valid license, I cannot drive. See that? That is the understanding we need to keep when we are meditating, when we are practicing meditation, that there is something. Now, see a simple thing, very simple, which does not demand any proof. The very expression is a proof. You bring your right hand in front of you and see your right hand. Do you see your right hand? Yes. It is my first person conscious experience that I see my right hand. Now, does the right hand say that, come on, I also see you? No, it cannot say it. Means what? That I is somewhere appears inside the body, but it is not the right hand. That is very clear. Are you sure it is not the right hand? It is not the left hand. It is not my right leg. It is not my left leg. It is not my chest. It is not my belly. It is not my head. So now let us find out where this I is located. Is it located in my right hand? No. Left hand? No. Is it located in my chest? No. I have a feeling, but where it is located? So now see that we may say that it is not located in the body in any portion of the body below the shoulders. But roughly, rough estimate, we think as if, it is not located in my lips, in my nose, in my cheeks, in my eyes. No, no, but it may be located inside the brain. Very good. No doubt. Let us explore further. Brain contains more than 60 billion neurons. Are all these 60 billion neurons is I, or one neuron is I? Tell me. I So if I say that all 60 billion neurons makes I, it means I can be divided. It means that I can be fragmented. But my personal experience is that this I cannot be divided. How do you prove it? I see my head. It is the same eye which sees the right hand, which sees the left hand, which knows the right eye, which knows the left eye, or there are many eyes. It is the one eye. Is it not clear? Do you need any kind of a proof? It's a conscious experience. Come on, we are human beings. So it means brain that contains more than 60 billion neurons cannot be I, because I cannot be divided and one neuron cannot be I. Now see that. Do I need any proof? I don't need any proof. It's a conscious experience. I cannot be two. I know my right hand, this is not one eye. And I know my left hand, this is not the second eye. It is the same eye. Is it not a fact? Otherwise, if we have two eye, then one eye will say, I will not lift my hand. The other eye will say, I will raise my hand. We will always be in conflict. Problem. The one eye will say, I will close my right eye, and the other eye will say, I will keep my left eye open. Then only I will sleep. Look at it, conscious experience. It's a common sense. So we need not to go to a nonsense to ask the science. This is my personal experience, that I is one. I is one entity. It is what is that. So our master says that pure I, that real I, is pure consciousness. Consciousness is all pervading. See that consciousness is all pervading. I am not the body. I am not the breath. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am not the ego. Why? Now, see, prove that point consciously. Because the body can be divided into different cells, organs, system. It means I cannot be the body. I am not the body, because the body can be fragmented and I cannot. Are you getting it?
Mhm.
So simple. So, same with the breath. Breath is fragmented. I cannot. Mind lives in different states, but I is always present. Intellect changes. I am always present. So, wherever you find the change, that is not I. Do you see that point? It will become meditation. You need not to practice meditation. We instantly realize what is a meditative state. Now see another part. Move consciously. When I say I see right hand, what it means? The right hand is separate and different from me, then only I can see the right hand. That is how the mind knows. I know and I see and means what? And is different from me, and is at a distance, and is an object of my mind, hence I know and. Clear?
Mhm.
I know computer screen means computer is different and separate from me. Then only I know a thing, an object, or a person in the world outside. Right?
Mhm.
Now, because we know there cannot be two eyes, so one eye, how the one eye can see the other eye? No way. Are you getting it? Simple. I see the world. How? It becomes an object of my mind. Means what? That object is separate and different from me. My thoughts are different from me. I am not the thought. Feelings are different from me. I am not the feeling. So now the science says, show me your eye, real eye. How can I have two eye? One eye. If the one eye that is seeing the other eye should be in front, then only I can know. That is what the science says. What we say, there cannot be two eye. Hence, eye cannot be seen by the mind, by the sense organs. We need a spatial instrument to see that eye. We need a spatial instrument to see the stars. We need an electron microscope to see the cells in the body. We need an X ray to see what is going on inside our body. They are spatial equipments. So, the Eastern wisdom is a spatial instrument of knowledge by which we see our true nature. And the ultimate of that spatial instrument is meditation practice.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Absolutely.
I
Yes.
did not talk anything about belief, cult, dogma, religion. I did
Mhm.
not say you that you believe me or you believe those teachers. What masters are
Mhm.
saying? Belief pending inquiry. Let us see hypothesis in the science. We say there is a true nature. Now start working, understanding through the principles, followed by the practice, and then you can find your real nature in the state of